Hello viewers, today we'll be discussing simplification of surd. Simplification of surd means the reduction or when we reduce surd to its simplest what form. Okay, so when we reduce roots of number to their simplest form, it's called what? Simplification of surd. For instance, you can be asked to simplify, okay, say simplify root 150. Okay, simplify root 150. How do you do it? Okay, you just will be reducing the number. Okay, that is, you look for the multiples of what? 150. Okay, and then put them in a root. That is just it. Okay, so when we are asked to reduce or to simplify root 150, we'll say we'll look for two numbers that when we multiply it will give us what? 150. And the number can be root 10 times what? Root 15. Check. 10 times 15 is 150. 150. Okay. So if you put them in a root, we are dealing with surd. Okay. So they have to be in root. Alright. So root 10 can still be reduced or simplified. Okay. To what? Root 2 times what? Root 5. Look at it. We can say root 10 can be reduced to what? Root 2 times what? Root 5. These two will give you this. Alright, times root 15 can be reduced to what? Root 5 times what? Root 3. Are you seeing it? So, at this point, root 2, all the roots here can no longer be simplified, okay, or reduced further, okay? So, we multiply. Now, I told us in our previous class that when the roots are the same, anytime the roots are the same, okay, because we have similar root here, root 5 and root 5, okay? So when the roots are the same and you are multiplying, it is just a number in the root without the root, okay? So let me rearrange it. This will be root 5 times root 5 times this root 2 times what? Root 3. So root 5 times root 5, I told us it is 5 because root 5 times root 5 is 25 and square root of 25 is what? Still 5. That is why we are writing 5. Okay, then times root 2 times root 3. The roots are not the same, so it will be what? Root 6. Okay, and 5 times root 6 will be what? 5 root 6. That is the answer. Again, if you are asked to simplify these numbers, okay, if you have root 2 root 12, okay, plus 3 root 48, okay, then minus root 75, okay. If you are asked to simplify this, okay, as I told you earlier, anytime you see that the roots are numbers that can be simplified, that can be reduced, keep on doing that until a point or until a root you can no longer simplify or reduce. Are you getting it? So we are going to start with this. So yeah, this 2 times 2 root 12 means 2 times, we want to reduce root 12, okay? So what times what will give us 12? We know is 6 times 2. 6 times 2, 4 times 3 can give you 12. So let's use root 6 times root 2. You see the same thing. Okay, then plus 3 times what number, what and what are the numbers that can multiply to give you 48? Okay, put them in the root. We know that root 6, okay, times root 8 is going to give you 48. Then minus root 75 is root 15 times what? Root 5. Okay, this will give you root 75. Let's come back. Now here we have 2 times root 6. Root 6 can be simplified. Okay, so any root that can be simplified, keep on doing that. So we have 2 times, if we simplify root 6, it will be what? Root 3 times what? Root 2. Okay, then times this root 2 times root 2. Okay, then plus 3 times, we can reduce this to what? Root 3 times root 2. Okay, then times, we can reduce this root 8 to what? Root 2. Okay, times what? Root 4. Okay, then minus, we can reduce root 15 to what? Root 3 times root what? 5. Okay, then times this other root 5 times root 5. Are you getting it? So here, if you can see it very clearly, that these roots can no longer be what? Reduced further. So we'll multiply them. Alright, so yeah, we have similar root. We have root 2 and root 2. And I told us that when the roots are the same, you're multiplying just a number. Okay, so yeah, we have 2 times what? Let me bring this one to first. Root 2 times root 2 is 2. So we are going to write 2. Then we'll bring this times what? Root 3. Are you getting it? Then plus, we have 3 here. Is there anything to reduce here? Here we have 3 times root 3 times root 2 times root 2. Okay, times what? Root 4. So we can reduce root 4. Let's reduce root 4. So we can rewrite this in by saying plus 3 times root 3 times root 2 times root 2. Okay, and then this root 4 can be reduced to what? Root 2 times what? Root 2. Okay, all right, then minus, here we have root 3. These two roots are the same, so we'll multiply it. When the roots are the same and you multiply it, just a number, so it will be what? Root 5 times root 5, which is what? 5. Okay, then we'll come back again and say yeah, that 2 multiply 2. Okay, it will be what? 4 times what? Root 3. Then plus, so here we have 3 times root 3 times root 2 times root 2 times root 2 and times root 2. Okay, so no number to reduce further, so we are going to multiply the roots, and we are having similar roots. Are you seeing it? So here we have root 2 times root 2, that should give us 2. Another root 2 times root 2 to give us another 2. So here we have 3, so it will be plus 3. Okay, times root 2 times root 2 is 2. Again, this root 2 times this root 2 is what? 2. Okay, and then times this other root 3 we have not multiplied, root 3. Are you getting it? Then minus root 3 times 5 is what? 5 root 3. Okay, 5 root 3. So we are reducing the roots. We are reducing the roots. Okay, so yeah, we have 4 times root 3. That will be 4 root 3. Then plus, we have 3 times 2 times 2. Okay, so 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. So we have 12 times what? root 3. Okay, then minus 5 root 3. Okay, we are gradually reducing the roots. Are you seeing it? So at this point, okay, there's a multiplication sign here. Let's remove that. So we still have 4 root 3 plus 12 times root 3 is what? 12 root 3. Okay, then minus 5 root 3. Okay, so at this point you can see that the roots are the same. In our previous class, when I was talking about the rules of what surd, I told us that when the roots are the same, you can add them, you can subtract them, you can also divide them. So now the roots are the same. Here we have 4 of root 3 plus 12 of root 3 minus 5 of root what? 3. Okay, it means you have 4 goats plus 12 goats, and then remove, or you are owing what? 5 goats. Okay, you have 4 goats, you have 12 goats, but you are owing 5 goats. Are you getting it? So that is how you analyze it. All right, so here 4 goats plus 12 goats should give you what? 16 goats. That is 16 root 3. Okay, then minus 5 root 3. Are you getting it? Now you have 16 goats, and you are asked to take away 5 goats, or you have 16 goats but you are owing 5 goats. Okay, so when you pay the 5 goats, you will be left with what? 11 goats. It's not true. So 16 root 3 minus 5 root 3 will be what? 11 root what? 3. And that's the answer.